Welcome, welcome, welcome to Revolution Sundays with yours truly, Dr. A.G. Green Sr. Thank you so much for being on today. You know what to do. Tag, share, and text. Text, share, and tag. Let people know in your personal database that you know might vibe with our tribe that we are on the air right now. That's tag, share, text, like. Let people know that we're here and we are ready. Sorry, I thought I got some of this hair from my beard off. We're here. Overlook me moving stuff off my chest. Blessings to you, and you. We're streaming this morning on YouTube as well as within our Patreon, and we're still waiting to upgrade some things in my studio before I can actually go live with a better background. Right now I'm using an artificial one, and so I'll be talking back and forth to people who are currently inside of Patreon as well as on YouTube. Blessings to you, Linda. She's speaking to us from within our Patreon community. Let's see who's on YouTube. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising to everyone. It's time to vibe with our tribe. Let's pray. Almighty, we're so thankful and grateful for this moment. Guide us. Direct us. We surrender all that we know to all that you know. We make a trade. Let your greatest lesson for us today be revealed. And we just bless you, praise you, for we are blessed to be a blessing. Thank you for miracles, signs, wonders, transformation, elevation, healing, and wholeness. We bless you. In the name, the way, the power, and the consciousness of Yeshua, it is so, and so it is. Yes, yes, let me know if you can see and hear me well. Let me know if you can see and hear me well, whether you're watching within our spiritual community. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. So thankful to see all of you all on today. And I've got some things, of course, that I'm going to share with you. Grand Rising, Brenda. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the feedback. No matter what you and I face, the text says, I can do all things through Christ, through the Christos, through the Christ mind, who strengthens me. I want you to type it in the comments section and speak it out loud. I can. Consider circumstances. They may want to challenge abilities. They may want to challenge proficiency. Come on, type in the comment section. I can. Consider some situations that may want to challenge your capability. Type it in the comment section and speak to yourself. I can. Oh, yes, I can. I can. Some days, the pressure, the mental pressure, seems so intense and unbearable. I want you to take time and type in the comment section. I can. Sometimes the obstacles that we find ourselves facing appear to be so difficult. But I want you to type it in the comment section. I can. Come on, that's it. Type it in the comment section. I can. It's a wonderful thing to speak to yourself. It's a wonderful thing to remind yourself that I can. Down to him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think. It's according to the power that worketh in us. We are joined to the Lord. We are one with God. We are one spirit. We are not powerless. We are powerful. When you to type and speak out loud, type in the comment section and speak to yourself. I am powerful. Come on. Type in the comment section and speak out loud. I am powerful. Come on. I am powerful. Own the power. Live the power. Express the power. Manifest the power. Demonstrate the power. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on, type it in the comment section. I am powerful. London Nelson is right now within our Patreon community shouting out that I am powerful. Yes, 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 I am powerful. And there's nothing wrong with knowing it. There's nothing wrong with owning it. But to know it and own it is to express it, is to utilize it, not just on your behalf, but on behalf of others. Listen to me. It's praise and gratitude alert. Praise and gratitude alert. What do you thank God, the source, the creator, sustainer for? Or what are you thankful for in general, period? I want you to type at least one thing in the comment section that you are thankful for. Type at least one thing in the comment section that you are thankful for. Type it real quickly in the comment section. I am leading it off. I'm thankful for courage. Today is a day that requires courage. Type in the comment section what you are thankful for. Real quickly. What are you thankful for, family? During this praise and gratitude alert, I'm thankful for so many things. Life, abundant health, the love of family and friends, trustworthy people, daily provision. My goodness. Come on, type in the comment section what you are thankful for and express out loud to God, the source. Whether you use hallelujah, whether you speak glorious words to God, the creator, source, sustainer, universe, people around you, open your hearts and speak it right now. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, 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 thank you. Yes, we should often give praise. We should often give thanksgiving. We should often express our gratitude. For we are thankful for all things. And we do believe that all things are thankful and grateful for us. Linda Nelson, who's watching us within our Patreon community, as well as our resident mystic, Wesley Turk, they both say, I am thankful for life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to our family who's also watching us in Patreon. So we're in YouTube and we're also in Patreon on today. Thank you. Yes, let the floodgates open. Once you start expressing your praise and gratitude, let the floodgates open. Let them open, 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 open. Thank you. Thank you. We need that energy in us. We need everything around us to know that we are thankful, grateful, spiritual beings. And what a wonderful, wonderful thing it is to be able to express gratitude and give praise for all things. Thank y'all so much for being here with me on today. But an awesome, awesome, awesome thing it is. Few housekeeping issues here before we move forward. The Divine You podcast every Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you tune in, family, and check out the latest podcasts. We've got one coming up this Tuesday. I think it's a part 2. So make sure you tune in and do your best to share whatever link you grab, whether it's to the individual podcast or the podcast page. Please share it with family, friends, frenemies, whoever. Post it on your social media and encourage people, whether it's the video from the YouTube page or the audio, encourage them to watch it. I also want to remind you all that we are currently broadcasting from within Patreon Wednesdays and Sundays. And right now, because we're in our first month of doing more things within our community on Patreon, it is free. So we want to make sure that we invite as many people as we can to connect with us. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. And again, we are streaming from within Patreon. Make sure that you use the code REV50 at checkout. REV50, RAV50 at checkout to get 50% off of the first month. There's a lot of content in Patreon. And while I'm at that station discussing Patreon with you all, I want to see if you kind of have an understanding of the setup in Patreon. Check to see if you have an understanding of the setup in Patreon to help you use it better. Now, understand that there are different tabs within the Patreon page. And as it relates to those tabs, you've got home, you've got posts, you've got collections, you've got chats, and you've got shop. The shop page is self-explanatory. Items for purchase are on that page. And of course, chats. You can chat with one another, chat with me, whoever you want to chat with using the chat features. The collections are made up of different things that you will find posted on the page. For example, there's a Revolution Sundays collection page that is building now. This video goes into that collection. You can go directly to, if you want to see some past Revolution Sundays, go directly to that tab under collections, pull up any video and watch it. Same way with the blog articles I write. And I encourage you to keep up with those blog articles. They're very, very, very informative. I'm not saying it just because I wrote them. I'm saying it because they are. And if you take them to heart, in addition to adding it to your research, I know it's going to bless and empower you in wonderful, wonderful ways. So you can also go to the blog section and read all of the blogs that have been posted. And of course, there are so many other things in the collections as in the collection area as well that you can see. All right. Now, can I give you a preview of a coming attraction real quickly? Can I give you a preview of a coming attraction real quickly? And I'm going to do my best to be brief. I have to be on the road 8 to 9 hours today. I'm already feeling a certain kind of way, being honestly. So I want to give you what I can give you today and enable you to enjoy your day. Can I give you a preview quickly of a coming attraction? Preview of a coming attraction. Thank you, 5-star. Says these comments are spaceships that are on their way. They are you ready, since I'm the only one that will protect you? Okay, gotcha. I do believe in other life. Not sure it's on the way. But yes, I do believe in life on other planets. Good morning to you, Monica. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing what you're thankful for. Preview of a coming attraction. Now, as you can see, the articles that we list there for you are informative. Matter of fact, who got a chance to see the video I did Thursday night, the live drop I did Thursday night? I did a video Thursday night on consistency. Who watched that video on consistency? Then I give you the preview of a coming attraction. Who watched it? Who watched the video? Who watched the video on consistency? Let me go back to Patreon, check in with my Patreon people, see how they're doing over there, those within the Patreon community. All right. Who watched the video on consistency? That was part one. That was part one. Monica says she saw it. Thank you so much. It was great. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There'll be another one this week. Should be on the same day, part two, talking about the power of consistency, the necessity of consistency. So if you missed that video from last Thursday evening, it dropped. Make sure that you check in this week as you're doing your online um, searching and you're online cruising and scrolling and all that kind of stuff, read something and watch something that is actually educational for your spirit and your soul. Linda is on again on Patreon, and she's saying that she saw it. Thank you so much for seeing it and reading it. All right. So I got one yes in terms of me telling you about the preview of coming attraction. So let me give it to you. I got an 8-part series coming up. I'm not sure if I'm going to release it the end of this year or next year, but it's coming up. I've already been working on it, about the power of affirmations. It's an 8-part blog series or article series. And we're going to be releasing it in connection with a new us in the new year. Of course, the new you can begin, and the new year can begin whenever you want it. But there are some subjects that I am developing right now for the turn of the year uh, to help people shift in terms of their identity. But this is going to be probably the most thorough series I've ever done on affirmations in terms of writing. So that's coming within our Patreon community, only for the paid tiers. I also have a series of articles I've written on money manifestation. Money manifestation. I too am in the process of manifesting more money like you. So there's this blog series where we would discuss what money is and how to manifest more of it. Here's another one that's bound to be interesting and controversial to some. I'm developing an 8-part series on hell. An 8-part series on hell. Is it real and is it not real? We will draw from scripture. We will draw from data. We would draw from ancient philosophers. We would draw from all kinds of people from various fields who are going to share with us when the concept of hell was created and why it was created and how it impacts us today. You don't want to miss that series. Now, that series will be released this year in the next month or two. That series will be released. You don't want to miss that. Own your own power. Own your own power. That's another article series, and I'll do some videos with some of these as companions. That's going to be released as well within the paid tiers on Patreon, showing you how to own and access your power. And those are just going to be daily based, just like we have 30 days right now of deconstructing religion. Who's enjoying the deconstructing religion post that you get every morning? Let me see. Talk to me in the comment section. Who's enjoying those posts? And again, those posts are meaningful for people who have crossed over, folks who may be on the fence, or folks who, again, may still have some challenges after as they're in the process of deconstructing, they still feel the magnetic pull to religion and the matrix. This is a series that walks alongside of you to support you, to show you the different stages and phases you're in, as well as give you some insight as to what our former bondage was and what it means to be liberated, what it looks like and feels like in the moment, to have this inner tension between past and present, between where we were and where we are now. Okay. So I'm telling you now, it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful way to wake up in the morning. And I really am going to continue to put more inspirational posts or more posts that kind of are in line with where many of us are on this journey. Okay. So make sure you tune into those posts every particular day, every day if you can. All right. Last but not least, this is going to probably be released next year, but I'm already developing it because I like to plan ahead. I like to work ahead. Here we go. Let me see if I can get the drum roll up. Let me get the drum roll up for you real quickly. Let me find the drum roll. Well, I just got bumped. Okay. I have put together an extended blog series, and I'll do a companion videos with it, concerning the historical Jesus versus the biblical Jesus. The historical Jesus versus the biblical Jesus. Now, for some people who are new to deconstructing, some of you already know this, some of you all don't know this, but the Jesus that you read about in the Bible is not the same as the historical Jesus. There are bits and pieces that are representative of the historical Jesus, but there's going to be a lengthy blog series on that. I'm going to give you facts. I'm going to give you information. I'm going to have quotes from scholars, quotes from all kinds of people down through history. And we're going to just give you some things to consider as it relates to how uh, the Jesus of the Bible was shaped, how the Jesus of the Bible was created, and how does Jesus of the Bible connect or align with the actual historical Jesus that was proven to exist. But are they the same? Are they exactly the same? That's all I'm going to say. You make up your own mind after you read the series. Okay, that's going to drop next year as well. So listen, for people who are in the inquiry stage, for people who are searching for more wisdom, searching for more knowledge, for people who are recognizing, okay, I need a better understanding about some things. Some things are not setting right. Some things are not lining up. Okay. You want to, you're going to want to make sure you keep up, because again, we're going to add more video content with these subjects, and just bring in more and more information to place before you for your consideration. I've already done that series on the Bible, and that series is still going, but that's only for people on paid tiers. I'm going to create a new series this week for free people to read, for everybody to read, including people on a free tier, free pay platform. I'm going to work on getting that dropped for you this week. But every Tuesday, paid tiers are receiving these blog series, and I've been doing a blog series concerning the Bible. So if you're watching me and you have been reading on the paid tiers the series about the Bible, please let us know what you think. Our resident mystic Wesley Turk, again, they're on Patreon. He says that he really enjoys them in relating to the daily posts. Okay, who's read the series on the Bible that I wrote? Who's read it? I want to hear who's read it, and then I'm going to get into the teaching. Who's read the series on the Bible? Tell me what you thought about it real quickly. Again, all for your consumption, all for your for you to be able to consider from another set of facts and figures. Some things are right before us, other things just need to be kind of highlighted that we did not see before. Real quickly, I know some of you all have read it because you comment pretty much on all of those articles. I think another one is dropping this particular Tuesday. All right. Very good. Thank you so much. Now, I understand our resident therapist is not only a therapist, but he is also a Bible school graduate. So he has studied and read the scriptures himself, and he says, I've read it. It's allowing me to grow in my understanding of the Bible. So I said again, he's not just a therapist who has a background in psychology, but he has attended Bible college. So I'm glad that he finds it to be very, very interesting. Our resident mystic Wesley Turk just chimed in on Patreon and said, you broke the Bible down sufficiently. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. The truth be told, there are a lot of things that have been handed to us that we have accepted as truth, and people who have been responsible for our teaching and development did research, but only to a certain extent. That's all I'm going to say. You've been left with what you've been conditioned to know, understand, and believe. But you're going to find out after so long that what you've been conditioned to believe, your conceptual framework about God, source sustainer, biblical text, and all this, it doesn't work 100%. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why people still die when you pray for them, no matter how many folks pray for them. And it doesn't seem to line up with the text you read. But people will renegotiate that in the moment and say, make excuses for God. It must not have been his will, so forth and so on. Is that really the case? Or is there something erroneous in the fray or in play that people aren't willing to acknowledge because they've been conditioned to sidestep something that is not congruent with what they've been taught to believe is true? Whole nother discussion. Make sure you join on the paid tiers so you can get all the good stuff. All right. Listen, I want to do something in Psalms today. Psalms 105, 17 through 19 to my assistants. Let's put that up. Psalms 105, 17 through 19. Psalms 105, 17 through 19. This is what's on my heart today. I can't do it all at one time. I want to inspire you for the next maybe 20 to 30 minutes. I am going to get off early today since I have to do 8 hours on the highway, or close to 8 hours, however long it is. Wish I had a driver. I'm already sleepy. I'm tired. I know I shouldn't say that, but I am. All right, let me check in with my folk from Patreon to see how they're doing. While the scriptures are being put up, Almighty, we thank you for your leading and your guidance. Let these scriptures unfold and unravel before us succinctly, with clarity, depth, and insight. And we bless you. Thank you. It is so, and so it is. All right, what did I say? Put it up again. Psalm 105, verses 17 through 19. And 17 and 18 gives us a pretext. And would look like it's going to be, let's see. This is probably going to take us 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. We're still on the series of faith, but I'm going to give this a different title, a subtitle. And our resident therapist, okay, let's see. Resident therapist will put it up for us. This is going to be about manifesting faith. Here we go. He sent a man before him, even Joseph, Hebrew Yosef, who was sold for a servant, whose feet they hurt with fetters. He was laid in iron, okay, until the time that his word came, the word of the Lord tried him. NIV, and he sent a man before them, Yosef, sold as a slave. They bruised his feet with shackles. His neck was put in irons till he foretold, till what he foretold came to pass. The word of the Lord proved him true. Type in the comment section, and I want our resident therapist to put it up. This is going to be part 1. Type in the comment section the challenges to manifesting faith. The challenges to manifesting faith. I just renamed it. The challenges to manifesting faith. The challenges to manifesting faith. Now, again, there's only challenges if we believe there are challenges, but because we are hybrids, spirits, as well as inhabiting a physical body, then there's going to be some tension that's going to be created whenever we, as spirit beings who possess a soul and live in a body, begin to exercise and utilize faith. Sometimes the senses can be the enemies of faith. I'm going to say it again. Sometimes the senses can be the enemies of faith. What do I mean by that? We are a sensory, I'm going to say it like this, a species from the physical angle that has been conditioned to believe that what is produced by our senses, what is interpreted by the brain in terms of the messages from the senses, is reality. This is why there is such a dichotomy. This is why there's such a war that exists between the spiritual and the natural, between the visible and the invisible. The war exists because the physical side of us that is accustomed to being guided by the brain. And I believe the brain is a servant of the mind. I don't believe the brain is just the mind. If I thought the brain was just the mind, then there would be no ability to have near-death experiences or experiences where people have died, hear me, have died, left their bodies, came back, and was able to relay the things that they experienced when they were dead. Sometimes doctors and families confirmed it. There was no heartbeat, there was no pulse. They were considered, in some circumstances, not all, in some circumstances, not only did the heart not beat, but the brain was considered to be dead. And the people yet came back and told of experiences that they had. So my point is, what we consider to be intellectual, what we consider to be uh, a function of reasoning, what we consider to be uh, components of the five senses, or something that the five senses are only capable of doing, we find those same abilities in our spirit minds, in our spirit selves. Even in the biblical text, people have died and they are still aware. They're still aware of their existence. They are still thinking. They're still moving. They're still interacting. They can communicate, so forth and so on. So, for those who are in or are part of a spiritual community and who've done enough study and research, you realize that these things are happening pretty much every day in this world. Millions and millions and millions of experiences of people who've died and come out of their body. And the reason why I use that is because sometimes people are skeptical about accepting accounts of folk who haven't died and came out of their body. I think we should have a degree of skepticism to it, but we should also understand that that is very possible. And people are doing it every day. And some know how to leave their bodies. Sometimes there's a skepticism that's associated with that because there's nobody there to prove that you actually left your body, unless when you left your body, you visited a place and saw a thing with the family or friend, or saw the future, whatever, and they could confirm that you were not physically present, which meant you had to find out some other kind of way. But for the most part, people kind of scoff at that. But when folks have died and medical science has recorded it, then people are more likely to accept it. Even in the scientific field, there are people who don't want to acknowledge a supreme being, but they acknowledge there's something greater because in their experiences, they have encountered people that I'm discussing who were dead, shouldn't even be physically alive, who came back into their bodies and shared with them experiences sometimes that related to these surgeons that they knew they should not have known. So we are taught to allow our senses to dominate our existence, to determine what reality is or isn't. We have been taught that, if we don't see it, you can't see it, you don't believe it. Or we've been taught that seeing is believing. We say stuff like, yeah, I'm gonna have to see that for myself before I believe that. Anybody else have any sayings that relate to the senses that you have used and family have taught you growing up that, again, further cements my point that you and I have been taught that if we can't process it through the five senses or by the five senses, then it's not true. And the truth be told, because there's such a carnal, natural minded dominance, people have neglected the desire to be aware, or neglected awareness of who and what they are as a spiritual being, and who are they and what they are as a spiritual being in relation to the universe, and who and what they are as a spiritual being in relation to the creator, the source, the sustainer of all things. So they see themselves merely as flesh and blood. That's how they see themselves, merely as flesh and blood. But you are more than flesh and blood. And you have more than a relationship, watch this, with people you consider to be family. You really have a relationship with all, including the source. I want you to type in the comment section, I have a relationship with the source and everything in the universe. Type that in the comment section. I have a relationship with the source and everything in the universe. I have a relationship with the source and everything in the universe. All right. People will say stuff to you like this is a carnal expression. Money don't go on trees, don't grow on trees. That's a sense base. People have been making expressions like if you got to work hard for your money, that's the only way you can be successful is you got to work hard for your money. Come on now. Again, that is a condition, that's conditioning from the senses. Your senses have told you that how you have interpreted scripture, which is from a carnal eye, again, that if I don't work my body 2, 3, 4 jobs or get the right job, I'm going to suffer and I'm going to struggle. Oh my goodness gracious. I need you to hear what I'm saying today. These again are lessons, in a sense, dogmas, in a sense, things that we've disguised or seen or viewed as truths that aren't in alignment with our true spiritual selves, our true spiritual powers, our true spiritual abilities. I want you to catch what I'm saying. I want you to hear what I'm saying today. So everybody on here has been educated to a certain extent to think that there's a certain way through the physical interpretation, through the physical definition, through the physical routine, through the physical formula as to how things work. I'm going to let that sink in. As to how things work. Now, the Bible is a deeper discussion of what's true and what's not true in it. But there are many, many examples of people that we admire who participated in the supernatural, who did not follow a natural rule, who did not follow a natural custom, and still achieved great results. I need you to catch what I'm saying. This, again, is the cognitive dissonance that exists in people of faith, because on one hand, they're giving you the natural rule, totally neglecting the spiritual rule. But on the other hand, they give you the spiritual rule, totally neglecting the natural rule. And people are confused as to when should I use either this rule or that rule? And is there any synergy between the two of them, period? And what happens is we have these extremes that are developed, where people are extremely on the right where they don't believe something, or people are extremely on the left where they do believe something. And yet there's something missing on both sides to bring them to a place of balance. Am I making any sense thus far to anybody? So I want you to understand, as we look at the life of Joseph or yourself today, and I want to bring him up for a few minutes because there are some people that I'm talking to who can identify with him today. This is a moment for all Josephs or all Yosefs. The next few minutes is a moment for all Josephs. Joseph, if you've read the biblical text, and you should read his story, was the next to the youngest in a family of 13. People say 12 tribes, but there's 13 of them. One tribe didn't get an inheritance. And he wore a coat of many colors, which they believe indicated the favor or the status of favor that he had. We read the biblical text and realize that his older brothers were jealous of him. We remember him sharing his dreams, and in his dreams, it even baffled his father concerning his dreams. His brothers basically bowed down to him in these dreams. Even his father was mystified. Even his father was mystified, because how are we going to bow down to you? Fast forward in the story, there was a conspiracy that was created to kill him. to lure him away from the camp and take his life. His oldest brother, Reuben, interceded on his behalf and said to them, let's not kill him. Let's put him in a pit and sell him. He left the scene. Actually, his plan was to actually bring him home, not kill him. But instead of him staying to see it through to completion, he left. When he got back, they had sold the brother into slavery. They then took a part of his coat and dipped it in blood, took it back to the father, who's Jacob, also known as Israel, and said to Jacob, your son is dead. He was devoured by a wild beast. The long and short of it is, he gets sold to the Ishmaelites, which again are related people to the Israelites. He ends up in Egypt. He's bought as a slave by Potiphar, who's a very important person in Egypt. And he rises to the top level of servant in Potiphar's house. Potiphar trusted him with all his possessions. He would go out of town. He would go away for hours and conduct business and leave everything in Joseph's hands. Now, Joseph finds himself in a situation where the wife of Potiphar, and again, I've done extensive sermons on these where I've broken down every symbol, so forth and so on. I don't intend to do that today. I just want to give you the cliff notes, the short version. Potiphar's wife decided that Joseph was sexy, that Joseph was fine, that Joseph had, that young stuff, that, Joseph had, some stuff that she wanted inside of her. Y'all quiet up in here. I'm just going to tell the truth. She decided that in her imagination that there were some things that Joseph can give her and do to her sexually that I'm not getting from my husband. I want some of that. That's what she decided. And I'm going to plot and scheme. I'm going to use my cunning to get some of that. And when the moment is right, family, she decided within herself, when her husband was gone for a particular length of time, she was going to seduce him. And the way she was going to seduce him was she had a plan to disrobe him and get her some. Y'all quiet up in here on YouTube. Is it all right if I make it plain? Is it all right if I just be myself? Our resident mystic, Wesley Turk, who's on Patreon, said she was thirsty. Yeah, she was very thirsty. She was very thirsty. She wanted her some of that. And so he left Potiphar, and sure enough, she made a pass at him. And Joseph decided that I'm going to have to resist this. This doesn't make sense. It does not make sense, number one, for me to be trying to sleep with my boss's wife. This happens all the time, people. Number one. Number two, why does he decide this? Because he's a person of integrity. Because he's a person that in his own heart and mind had allegiance and dedication and devotion to the one true God. And he just believed this is not something he should do. So guess what? He ran and left his outer garment. Now, this is what happened then, and this is what happens still today. Sometimes when people don't get what they want from you, they're allowing you. Sometimes when you don't do what people ask you to do, they'll put out vicious rumors about you. Sometimes when people are angry with you because you have not complied to their commands or complied to their desires, they will say some stuff about you to try and ruin your reputation. Sometimes people, like Potiphar's wife, will allow you on your job. They will allow you within your own family. They will take a stance or a position against you that is not right, that is not correct, that is, as some folks say, is foul, all because you didn't march to the tune of their beat or the beat of their drum, all because you did not submit yourself to whatever they wanted you to do. So they called you this, they called you that. They said you were not capable. They said you were gay, whatever it is they said to you about you. You were a liar, you were a cheater, you were not capable. I need you to hear me. They just go away lying because somehow, some way, your integrity made them feel small. Never, this is a principle I want to share with you. Never allow yourself to feel small because you have integrity. And never allow anybody else to make you feel small because you have integrity. I need y'all to catch what I'm saying today. I was listening, family, to somebody recently on TV, and I just got to say it. If I can go on and say it, I just got to say it. Anybody that knows me, I'm not judgmental. You know, y'all know my background. You're my education. You know why I've come through, matriculated through it, and I'm in this different space today. And yes, I believe in morality, but I'm not going to judge people. But I was listening to a woman 2 or 3 weeks ago on social media, and let me say this about social media, family. Social media is not your diary. I'm going to say it again. Social media is not your personal diary. It stays out there permanently. And sometimes you're putting stuff on social media when you're in a state of mind and consciousness that you're vibrating at a low level. A low level. You don't even know who and what you are in that moment and what you're doing, but you might come back 5 years later and be a totally different version of you. And guess what? That post is still out there. And even if you took it down, somebody could have saved your post where you were talking crazy about your life. The young lady is being interviewed on a podcast and basically comes out and says it publicly. I want a train ran on me. I just want a train ran on me. That's something nobody would have ever admitted publicly 20 years ago, 30 years. Listen, what you do in your private life is your private life. But the reason I brought that up is because there is no sexual integrity when you want 30, 40 people at one time to sleep with you. What's special about your vagina after that? And what's special about a man? Why would a man want to get in line? That tells you the state of mind the man is in, that he knows there's 20 men in front of him in a room taking a ticket to enter somebody. Why did I bring that up? I brought that up because if you are a woman who says, no way that'll ever happen to me, no way I would allow that, because my temple and who I am is too precious and important to just give that away to anybody. You should not allow another woman who has the same opinion of the one I saw on the podcast shame you or make you look small. Neither should you let a man shame you or make you look small just because you have personal integrity. Ooh, I just said a word. I just said a word. Peer pressure will cause people to do stuff that's against their personal integrity, moral system. Catch what I'm saying today. There are some things worth more than fleeting passions in the moment that you and I have to try and be aware of, because at some point in time, we don't understand these connections are not just physical, they're spiritual and they're emotional connections. And we take a piece of everybody with us. And at times you'll find yourself with everybody's thoughts and everybody's opinions that you extracted, number one, being spirit and soul tied to them on a spiritual mental level, and then through the physical on a deeper spiritual and mental level impressed upon you. That's why you start thinking, walking and talking and acting like certain people, and you'll find yourself getting to a point where you have to purge that from your mind. Because sometimes the voice that's speaking in your head is not your voice, it's the voice that you slept with, of the person you slept with for 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, however long it was. You didn't realize that a part of them became infused and adopted in your psychological framework, your psychological construct. In essence, a piece of an essence of them is still there. Is this too deep for y'all? I didn't mean to go there. It just came out. Integrity. So Joseph decided, I could hit this and nobody might ever know anything about it, but this is my boss. And I do have a set of beliefs that I want to, kind of adhere to. So Miss Potiphar, I can hit it from the front, the back, the side. I can hit it just the way you want me to hit it. But listen, I can't do that. Because what I believe in is that the person that I'm going to eventually make love to is going to be mine, and I'm not going to have to share them with anybody. So I think I'm just going to wait for that, and I think I'm just going to honor my boss by not touching anything that belongs to him or somebody else that has a covenant with him or somebody. I'm not getting ready to do that with him. Thank you so much. I can't do this. And since you won't listen to me, I'm ghost. I'm gone. And she left his garment. Husband comes home. Next thing you know, he's in a whirlwind of accusations, a whirlwind of things being said about him and said against him that is patently false. Have you ever been accused falsely? Have anybody ever said anything about you that you knew was not true? Have anybody ever said anything about you where when you that caused you to say to yourself later, why in the world would they lie like that? Why in the world would they say that? Why in the world would they do something like that? Why in the world would they act like that? Why in the world would they even make something up like that? Why in the world would they fix their mouth to form some kind of opinion like that? Oh my goodness. And if you're not careful, you know you didn't do it, but you'll start feeling bad, and then you'll start adding up situations and saying, this has happened to me before. Why does this always happen to me? Why do I always find myself in this situation? Why do I almost find myself in this circumstance? My goodness. He's thrown into a pit, meaning the prison. He went from the pit to Potiphar's house. Now he's thrown, into prison. All for something that he did not do. And yes, people will imprison you falsely. People will imprison you on false charges. People will create a reputation for you you don't even have. People will create a lifestyle for you you're not even living. People will create an attitude that you have, that they say you have, that you don't even have. People, from their accusations, will create from their imagination a false you and swear that this is who and what you are. They will convict you in a private or public court and toss you into a prison somewhere where they limit you, constrict you, and confine you, and then throw away the key. Throw away the key. Am I making any sense? Some of y'all been punished. And some of y'all have found yourself in situations. Your parents put you in a prison because of an opinion they have of you, because they don't really know of you. Your family know the old you, they don't know the new you, but they keep you locked in this prison, not knowing you're not that same person who had the addiction. You're not that same person who couldn't do this, that, and the other. You have evolved. You have transformed. You have ascended, but yet you find yourself locked up. And let me say this to people who might be struggling like Joseph. Let me say this to people who might feel like they're hindered and limited. Let me say this to people who might feel like I can't get out of what I'm in. Let me say this to people who may feel like I'm in a financial prison. You feel like you're in a financial prison. You feel like the more you try, the more difficult it becomes. The more you push forward, you seem to find a wall. It seems like it's one thing after another. You get ahead and something pulls out the rug from under you. Catch what I'm saying today. Let me talk to people who get good jobs and something happens where you can't keep it. Let me talk to people who feel like they can never look the way they want to look when they see themselves in the mirror, or they can never be the person they want to be when they see themselves in the mirror. Let me talk to people who feel imprisoned intellectually, who feel imprisoned romantically. You keep attracting dogs. You keep attracting, come on now, other things that are other than what you want in your personal life. And it seems like a vicious cycle. Yes, I would tell you, you are creating that reality, but yet and still it is a prison of sorts. And then you find yourself tired and fatigued and worn down, and folks are wondering what's wrong with her, what's wrong with him. They don't realize that in your mind you're going through it. They don't realize that in your mind you're tired of living the same old situations over and over and over again. They don't understand that in your mind you really, really need a miracle. They don't understand that in your life something has to break. But Joseph keeps getting up. I want you to type this in the comment section. You got to keep getting up no matter what. Type that in the comment section. I've got to keep getting up no matter what. I've got to keep getting up no matter what. Come on, type that in the comment section. I've got to keep getting up no matter what. That inner voice, which we've discussed, it's the personal narrator of our lives. And it's the voice that we've got to bring under control. It's the voice we've got to bring under subjection. It is the voice that we must subdue. It is the voice that we must train to speak. We must train to think. We must train to imagine. We must train to create based on who and what we are, who and what we desire to be, and who and what we are. And Joseph has a couple of things going for him right now, and it's those two dreams. He's got these dreams going for him. He's got these dreams in his heart and in his mind. He's got these dreams that somehow, some way he believes he's special. I'm talking to people right now. I'm talking to people that since you were a child, you felt like you were supposed to do something great. I'm talking to people right now that even when you were young, people will walk up to you and say, I see you doing great things. I want to speak to people right now who have had dreams, who've had visions, who've had prophecies, but you're in prison. You've had dreams, you've had prophecies, but you're in prison. You feel like right now you are in a prison. You are thinking positive, but you still feel like you're thinking positive in a prison. I need you to catch me. Yes, 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 yes. People could see the glow on you. People could see the shine. People could see the uniqueness. People could see the greatness. People could see the difference. Hear what I'm saying to you today. But yet you find yourself in prison. What did Joseph do? What did Joseph do? Joseph said, I'm here because I acted right. I'm here just because I wouldn't give in to what that person wanted me to do. That was totally against who and what I am. That person didn't reverence me. That person didn't honor me. That person simply wanted to use me. But I'm in prison because of that. I'm in prison for doing what I believe my creator wanted me to do. What does he do? After he left the pit and ended up in the house, he ascended. He got up every day, remembering that there was something powerful that was attached to him. And then he found himself in the prison. And what ended up happening? He rises to the top ranks of the prison, where the keeper of the prison makes him a step below him over all of the prisoners. I need you to hear what I'm saying today. He left daddy's house, was put in a pit. He was put in a pit, sent to Egypt as a slave. He kept getting up in Potiphar's house until he was raised to the house position there. He was sent to prison. And he kept getting up in prison until he was elevated to be over all of the prisoners. Last but not least, he kept being who he was. Oh, I feel this today. I feel this today. I feel this today. There is somebody watching me. You've beat yourself up. You've challenged your abilities. You've challenged your intelligence. You've challenged your will. You've challenged the choices that you've made. You're always second guessing. You've been taught to put yourself down. Some of you all have been verbally abused, psychologically abused, to the extent that you're constantly in the thicket of a struggle of worthiness. But there was something in Joseph, like there's something in you that through it all will continue to shine. And I'm asking you the question. In Joseph's case, it was his giftedness. He kept his access to the spiritual dimension. He kept his access to his creator. He continued to know how to interpret dreams, and he continued to interpret dreams. In hopeless situations, Joseph was giving hope because that was who Joseph was. It continued to shine in the darkest parts of his life. And what is it in you that continues to give in the darkest corners of your life? What is it in you that continues to shine when everything else seems to fall apart? For some of you, it's your ability to hope against hopelessness. For some of you, it's your ability to have faith when other folks are saying you should walk away. For some of it, it is your ability to live, to give, your time, your service, your expertise. Come on now. For some of you, it's your compassion, and it is your love that never, ever changes. It continues to resonate and shine no matter what's happening. And I'm saying to you right now, whoever's listening to me, recognize this. Joseph never stopped being who he was. Even in darkness, even in difficult times, hear what I'm saying today. He let his light shine. I'm going to say it again. Even in difficult times, he let his light shine. He let his gifts be displayed to bless and impact and empower people. And then one day, the chief baker and the butler show up. I need y'all to catch me. I'm going to say it again. The chief baker and the butler show up. They are put in his presence because they have offended Pharaoh. Yeah, they end up in his presence. They end up in his presence because they found themselves in disfavor with Pharaoh. I feel this. In disfavor with Pharaoh. Yeah. They end up in prison. And what does Joseph do? Joseph didn't do like I have thought to do, just quit and just not do it no more. At least we don't see it in the text. Joseph didn't go in a corner somewhere and say, I refuse to be me anymore. He didn't go somewhere and say, I refuse to have the faith that I used to have, and I refuse to allow the gifts that I have in me to continue to work. I need you to catch what I'm saying today. Never allow anybody to dim your light, and never allow anybody to cause you, hear what I'm saying today, to give up on the divine gifts and abilities that you are and that you possess. If family, you are a leader, you are just a leader. I want you to catch what I'm saying today. The thing that's going to get you out of any prison is the ability as a spirit being to operate in the faith and within the realm of your giftedness, and always continue to give it away. Somehow, some way, give that gift away, because the expression of that gift is the real divine anointed you. Oh, somebody need to hear what I'm saying today. Some of y'all, your superpower is your optimism and your smile. And when you start frowning and thinking bitter, come on here, somebody, you're not being you. Some of y'all, your smiles and your attitude, when it's positive, it's so infectious that it's changing folks' lives. And then you get in a relationship with a person who makes you miserable and makes you feel like crap, and your smile is gone. Come on now. And then your light gets dim. I need you to catch what I'm saying. But I got to encourage somebody who feel like they're in the depths of a subterranean prison of life and can't get out. Family, keep getting up. Keep using your gift. And he has a conversation with the butler. Let me stop. I'm over time. And he has a conversation with the chief baker. And he tells them what's going to happen. And guess what ends up happening? The chief butler gets restored. The baker loses his head. Yeah. The baker loses his head. And the butler told him, I'm going to remember you. Took him 2 years, family. Took him 2 years. That's a whole nother message. People who will say they're going to do things for you, but never do it. People will say they're going to do things for you, but forget to do it. People will say they're going to do things for you and finally remember you 2, 3, 4 years later. The text says, until the time that his word came, the word of the Lord tried him. The word time here means specific moment. It means due season. Catch this. Until the specific moment, the DUE season came, the word of the Lord, watch this, tried. The word tried here means to fuse metal. It means to refine. It means to purge. The word of the Lord could have been the dreams. The word of the Lord could have been what the butler said, I'm going to remember you. Catch what I'm saying today, which he eventually did. Until the dreams he had manifested, he was refined like metal in the process. And I'm going to say this to you, and I'm almost done, family. Tests and trials, if we allow them, will strengthen, refine, and purge our faith. I'm going to say it again. Tests and trials will strengthen, refine, and purge our faith if we allow it. There are some of you all right now. Some of you all right now are living. You are living, family. You are living with a hope. You are living with something you know was spoken to you by God, the creator, the source, something you know that was said that resonated so deeply. You had dreams about it. You felt it. You heard it. I want you to hear what I'm saying today. Hear me. Sometimes until that thing manifests, the thing we're waiting on will work on us. I need you to catch what I'm saying today. Patience is not a bad thing. Developing love is not a bad thing. Learning how to be long-suffering is not a bad thing. Catch what I'm saying today. Developing the abilities of resourcefulness. You've been told you're a multimillionaire, but until it manifests, then you might gain the gift or the ability of resourcefulness. Did you catch what I just said? Oh my goodness. I preached this message years ago. You've got to learn how to survive so that you can thrive. We've got to develop a mentality, hear me, that whatever presents itself in front of me, it's not killing me, it's making me stronger. I'm going to allow it to make me stronger. Hear what I'm saying today. If I am co-creating my reality, then this thing exists in my life because I put it here anyway. So how do I change that? I don't change that by killing and destroying my own dream. Hear me. I change it by recognizing and understanding that was then, this is now. I get to decide in this moment, moving forward, who I am, what I want in terms of results, what I want in terms of manifestations. And the key, family, is getting up. and trying again. The key, family, is continuing to use your talents, skills, and abilities until the great thing manifests for you, or until the moments that you've been waiting for, the chain reactions of blessings, the chain reactions of opportunities, the chain reactions of open windows and open doors presents itself in your life, until you will find yourself on an accelerated, fast track to the fulfillment of what you felt all your life. I got to stop there. I got to stop there. In experiencing the challenges to manifesting faith, remember Joseph. Remember his example. Let whatever it is in terms of the dream refine you like gold in the fire. I want you to type it in the comment section. Any fire makes me better. Type that in the comment section. Or type this: I am refined by the fire. That's better. Type that in the comment section. I am refined by the fire. Type that in the comment section. I am refined by the fire. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to close. I hope this music don't mess up when I start playing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let it make you better. Let it make you wiser. Let it make you stronger. Don't die in the pit. Don't die at Potiphar's house. Don't die in the prison. You'll never make it to the palace like Joseph did if you die in the first 3 stages. In a sense, that was my number 4 stages: the pit, Potiphar's house, prison, and ultimately the palace. Who am I talking to? Around here, hustling, hustling to make it. You're not feeling like you're no multimillionaire if you're working 3 and 4 jobs. You're not feeling like you're a multimillionaire if you're constantly looking at your bank account and it's in the negative or low. Many people are not feeling like multimillionaires or successful people if they're a cashier at a fast food place, working in a shoe store. Come on here, somebody. Those thoughts will come to us, like I'm sure they came to Joseph, just not written in the narrative. I should say that. Quit, give up. The dreams are false. The hope you had, no way it comes to pass. No way it comes true. You've been going, you've been living in this wilderness, this circle for years and years and years and years and years and years. Maybe it'll say to you, maybe you're not as great as you thought you. You're the only one who see yourself as great. And then it probably says to you, you know you're not great. Even you doubt yourself sometimes. This is what that voice will say to us. But keep getting up. Keep getting up, fam. Tired of being alone, seeing everybody else booed up? It's your time. Ready for the career gain? It's your time. The palace is next. You get to show Pharaoh because Pharaoh gonna call for you. Pharaoh gonna send for you. The man in charge, the man upstairs, God, the source and creator, higher levels are gonna call for you. Da-da-ba. I feel that one. I feel that one. The stage is going to call you. The moment is calling out to you. But you can't die. You can't shrivel up. You can't say, stop, no more. Just remember, sometimes there is a test, but all the answers are in you to pass it. Almighty, I just thank you for this group who are watching me, Patreon and YouTube. Thank you so much for this message that was spoken today. Long after we get offline, keep us online with the fire, passion, and love for you, for ourselves, for our lives. Turn up the heat of joy. Turn up the heat of loving ourselves and loving our lives. Give somebody the strength who was waning, who was struggling before this message. And for all Josephs who will have their day in the palace, all Josephs who are watching me now, I say to you, Pharaoh is called. Be ready. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Source. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I believe that when we give, it is given unto us. Those who want to donate, give today. It is so, and so it is. There's a very wonderful presence. If you open your spirit and your heart, you'll feel it. Matter of fact, some of you are, while you're watching me now, just place your hand over your heart and 3 times say, God, I thank you. So listen, over your heart, just express gratitude, praise for 60 seconds. And open coming through your master, your overcoming. Say it again, your master, your overcoming. I speak that as a part of my reality. Your struggle is not in vain. Your challenges are not in vain. Your wait has led to a better outcome. Your patience and your persistence, such at the bottom, I feel it, are going to pay off you soon. What you do. I hear the Spirit say, I've sent you a divine messenger to speak the oracles of truth. Hear, receive, and you shall know the fulfillment and realization of what you have heard declared, decreed, and spoken today. No dream, says the Spirit, ever has to die. No greatness ever has to be unexplored. For you are that greatness. Whether anybody sees or not, open yourself up to this greatness that you are. And others will know. Others will experience joy. Others will be blessed. Thank you. All right. I'm going to release you with a shalom blessing with a dollar sign emoji green for those who want to give. I put ticker up. All your donations go toward a good cause. And I'm truly, truly thankful for you. Real quickly before we release you, it's supposed to have been done 20 minutes ago. How y'all feeling today? How you feeling right now? Tell me how you feeling right now. I just got some of your comments that I put up, and I'm thankful for that. Anybody else want to share? Thank you, my Chris. I appreciate it. Thank you, our resident therapist. Get it. Wonderful group board. Patreon as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful. Shalom, shalom, peace, wholeness, and prosperity. Love you. See you in a few days. Continue to support our Patreon.